Hi Gemini, how are you today? So while I was sitting here shuffling the cards, I did hear the song Love Is in the Air. So, and I was also looking at all these little love hearts at the time, which is 2020. So if you're not, I feel like there's a few Geminis that may have had wedding plans put off. I feel like there's been wedding plans put off, whether it's your wedding or somebody else's wedding that's close to you, and it wasn't the time, but there's so much love around this wedding that it's amazing. So I also want to say a wedding also means a commitment of some kind. So whether it's not a real wedding where people, a bride and groom or whoever are getting married, it's a case of looking into committing to yourself. So making a commitment to yourself about things you want to start, committing yourself to that decision and going forward with it. As a Gemini, you will find it hard to do that because, you chomp and you change and you chop and you change. So this is a way for you to really make the commitment to yourself. You've got the time now. The next 4 to 6 weeks this reading is for. And now is the time to move forward in that way of making a commitment, a proper commitment, whether it's to somebody else or to yourself in a decision you need to make the commitment and follow through with it. You will succeed. Okay, it will be such a success, and you'll have a lot of people around you supporting you in your endeavor, because people get frustrated with you because you start to, and I'm listening to this for myself here, you start to get ahead and then you just pull back. It's like, it's not a fear, it's not a procrastination, you just get bored. So you need to start making the commitment to yourself or recommitment to yourself so that you can move forward again. Okay? Move forward. It's time. I'm hearing you haven't got a lot of time, but you have at the same time. That's just a Gemini mind, probably. That's why I'm picking that up. So just be aware of that. Let's pull a card for you. That was a card from my last daughter romance. So there's all those love hearts again. If you're not in a relationship, or I love Geminis, and Geminis get a really bad rap in regards to relationships, being fickle and changing their mind and moving on really fast. However, when they love somebody, they really love somebody. You really love somebody when you love them. But if you're wanting to make a commitment to even just moving in with them, or you actually want to be exclusive with someone, make the commitment, okay? Just do it. You've got nothing to lose. Community. I feel like if you're not in a relationship with someone, that you're going to find that you'll have the community around you, and you'll find somebody when you're least expecting it to make an impact on your life. And when that happens, commit yourself to moving forward with that. Just go for it. What have you got to lose? Ask them on a date. Ask them for a coffee. Ask them a question. If it's in regards to making a commitment to work and you need to have a business partnership, make the choice, make the focus, and go ahead and do it. All right? This is like the cards that I just had in my last one. Action. It's time. It's time to actually act. So just because we're in isolation doesn't mean we can't find our way around things. And you are very good in your mental capacity to be able to find your way around things and make things work. The action card is also about balance too. So when you're flipping in your head about all the different ways you want to go, just see which way suits you. Maybe flip a coin, heads for whatever and tails for the other, and make that sort of choice. If you have to play like that, then play like that with yourself. Gemini card for sure. I don't need to say much about that. And have a look at all the mind of a Gemini is amazing, and I love them. I'm a Virgo, so it's a bit like my mind. However, you have 2 choices on either side, or maybe 3 choices on one. Nope, two choices on either side. On each side, make a choice between one, so then you've only got one on each side and you've narrowed it down to two. Okay? There's always a way around it. Don't try and get out of it. Daughter spirit, you've got lots of, I see a grandmother figure around a lot of you, or an aunt figure if you haven't lost a grandparent. There's definitely a grandmotherly or aunt figure of an older lady, so maybe a great aunt, around you at the moment. And I've seen these little beautiful flowers on the edge of the doorway, and it's kind of like flecks. So the flecks that you're seeing out of the corner of your eyes aren't just, you're not just seeing things, they're actually there. Okay, that's their way of showing themselves to you. Daughter value, there's gold through those doors. There's gold. Okay, and you're gold. So everything you touch, it turns to gold at the moment. Okay, so I want you to feel, love is there for you in any capacity. Commitment. It's time to make a commitment. All right, to yourself. I'm just going to pull one more card lastly for you. If you don't make the commitment to yourself, it's a warning. There's a storm warning coming, okay? And it's not a bad storm. It's just something that will halt you. In my video I did earlier for my reading for humanity, it was about rushing into things. And if you rush back into life, you're going to be halted. And I feel like a big bit of wind will be blown in front of you. And there'll be either a billboard stopped in front of you saying, oh, look at me, and giving you the answer that you need. But either way, it will be slowing you down and saying, stop. Make the commitment, okay? You got this. See you next month.